So I honestly feel like I have lived five different lives at once. Information overload almost shattered my identity, like most of you guys. This is not a burnout story, it's one of a wake up call. So I wanted to be a fashion designer, an influencer, a startup founder, but also a content person. I wanted a minimalist lifestyle, but also a lavish apartment. I have wanted peace, but subconsciously created chaos in my life in many ways. And it's not bad to want more than one thing, but there are ways to it. And it's pretty contradictory to want to live all kinds of lives, but not living even one of them fully and properly. So I almost lost myself, and I'm done trying to be and do everything at once. But let's understand how and why it happened. Because I had started living in reactions to everyone else's lives, goals, and aesthetics. Because everything mattered to me, but nothing really sank in. And that's the cost I paid for consuming too much. A stolen sense of self, a fractured identity, a goalless journey. So many options, yet no decisiveness. Analysis paralysis, what we call it these days. So many potential paths, yet no confidence to pick one and follow it consistently. So many goals, yet no real direction. The moment I woke up, before I had even checked in with myself and remembered who I was already absorbing notifications, reels, war updates, ads, comments, memes, stories, AI stuff, and so much more. And social media has shown me so many sides of things now, and with that, a whole lot of perspectives which make me question even things I thought I knew for sure. All the key areas of our lives are being tweaked and influenced by outside, something external all the time, and we are not aware of it. And that's why we're not doing anything about it. Like dating and relationship. I remember when it was more about connection than what is being told online. Social media has turned it into a whole new game with tips and tricks to play it right, like being nonchalant, playing hard to get, replying after a few hours, or keeping your options open. Some say you should not text first, others say just be your authentic self and do whatever you feel like is right. The rules are endless. And now there are these new labels like narcissist, empath, and whatnot. And yes, it's important to understand your patterns and correct them. That's what I talked about in one of my recent videos. But now growth has turned into diagnosis. Self awareness has become self categorization. So now I'm just trying to go back to being real with people without worrying about playing by someone else's idea of what relationship should look like, and instead follow the path that's laid out for me and according to my life experiences, lessons, and discoveries. That's what we are supposed to do. And what about all the seemingly good stuff? Even if we jump to the spiritual side of social media, the slow side, there's equal rush there. When I started engaging with spiritual content online, it got so intense, it didn't even feel spiritual anymore. Because even attempts to engage with slow content become just another form of consumption, leaving you more drained than enlightened. Another life hack, another manifestation technique, another kind of awakening. So I now have actively chosen to follow few people I really resonate with and just let everything stay at arm's length. And health and fitness have become battlegrounds for conflicting advice. All these new diets, workouts, and wellness trends, it's impossible to even figure out what's best now. It's basically fear mongering at this point, which made me decide to just follow the basics, to improve where I can, to be as aware as I need to be, instead of always thinking my body shouldn't be feeling this way or that way. And especially because I have health anxiety, and when you have that, too much information doesn't empower you, it paralyzes you. You think you are helping yourself, but you might be feeding the fear instead. I also started questioning if I even want kids in the future. And that's weird coming from someone who loves kids. Raising a whole human being, and as beautiful as it is, it should be taken seriously. And there are many parenting styles that have come to light now because of social media, which is good, but it just takes away the natural flow at some point. Initially, I loved watching people share parenting techniques online. It felt helpful in a way, but somewhere along the way, it became too much. Everyone is posting their routines, rules, and hacks, and ironically, while they are trying to keep their kids off screen, they are constantly on theirs, documenting every step of parenthood. So, what example are you really setting for your own kids, let alone for others? So, now I have a bunch of ideas in my mind for what I want to do and how I want to approach things being a parent in the future. And I'm just going to work on them and stick to them. Because overconsumption in any way will affect your self esteem, focus, productivity, creativity, sleep quality, decision making, relationships, sense of stability, sense of purpose, self perception, goal setting. What's even left? And I know it's ironic. I am creating content while talking about how content overload takes away our peace. But maybe that's the point. It's about being aware of what and how much we let into our minds, our brains, and how much we let it manipulate us, and about not feeding to the hunger of getting it all because it's paralyzing. It will actually make you forget your life experiences, your way of approaching things, and basically destroy your path on which you were supposed to walk. Maybe you were supposed to do things differently than everyone else. Find your own ways of doing things according to your life. The solution is not to shut everything down, but to choose intentionally. To ask ourselves, does it really add to my life or is it just another borrowed idea? Or maybe not even engage as much altogether and bring your life experiences and lessons to the stage and to the light. We actually need to rethink about our own consumption habits. How much we are drawn to is actually coming from within, from inside, versus just the usual scroll, be it like this or that. You are not here to live every version of life, you are here to live yours and yours only.